what you eat can help you during these extraordinary times. Joining us on the program now is healthy living specialist, Dr. Jason West. Dr. West, thank you for joining me in Memphis. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to do the interview.
Well, it's great to have you on because one of the things that we've been talking about is making sure you get adequate sleep, make sure you get adequate exercise, but nutrition obviously a key component as well. And, what are your thoughts on those trips to the grocery stores and ordering the food? What, at this point, we know wash your hands, but let's talk a little bit about nutrition if you don't mind this morning. What should we be eyeing?
Well, what you should be eating is healthy and alive foods. On the outside of the grocery store, that's where you should be buying stuff, and you should be concentrating on colorful things, some red, some yellow, some green. Skittles and Starburst don't count. It has to be plant-based material. That's what we need to focus on, healthy and alive foods. If you eat that, then you're going to be healthy and alive.
Dr. Jason West joining us on Memphis Morning News, and that is terrific advice. Of course, produce, dairy, meats typically line the outside portion of the store. Well, so does beer too, but we're probably not talking about that. We can talk about that for another day, Dr. West. But regarding that, for many folks, is it also a case of being careful of what you eat on takeout? Oftentimes, a lot of takeout food has a ton of salt in it, it seems.
It has salt and it has sugar, and there's a reason why it tastes good. I mean, you think of the restaurant business model. You want the best tasting food delivered to your client or your consumer. And what you want to be careful with is it's so easy to overdose on sugar when you're getting takeout foods. And the problem with sugar is, yes, it tastes good, but also it really suppresses your immune system. It lowers what's called your phagocytic index. That's the little marker that tells you how, or it tells your body to engulf or eat the bad guys. So if you have a cell infected by a virus, you have this natural killer cell that targets it and swallows it and eats it. It picks up antigens and bacteria and stuff in the system. And if you get too much sugar, what happens is your body is not as effective as getting those guys out of the body or killing them. So you just want to be careful with your sugar intake. That's why it's healthy and alive foods, colorful foods, and then the most underrated nutrient is literally water. If we can get enough water in our system, it lubricates the mucous membranes and it protects us from getting sick.
Oh, fantastic. Healthy living specialist Jason West joining us. Sugar, I guess, I've heard that can cause inflammation, which could lead to some other problems even after this coronavirus lockdown gets lifted.
It's absolutely correct. There's a really good book called 108 Ways How Sugar Ruins Your Health. And inflammation is really at the root of so many problems. If you don't have enough inflammation, you can't heal up from a sprained ankle or, an infection. But if you have too much, it can attack your nerves, it can attack your joints. And it really is the number one biggest thing that we're trying to work with people on is reducing your inflammation load. It'll make you healthier.
All right, Dr. West, thank you so much for joining us on Memphis Morning News. Appreciate you hanging out with us for a few moments and just chatting about one of the things that often goes unlooked. And I guess really the moral of the story is when you go to the grocery store, make those choices count.
That's absolutely correct. You are what you eat, you are what you absorb, and you are the sum part of your healthcare choices. So choose to be healthy. And you'll be really good at this time of the year and this pandemic.
All right, Dr. West, thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a terrific day. Appreciate you.